Scott's unlike the other realtors in lots of ways. He gets us, like I mentioned before. He really understands how we work, our dynamic, which is, we're not like, I like to think that at least, we're not like everyone else. We have very strong opinions, they don't always align. He'll come into a conversation with us probably expecting most couples to come in with, yes, this is what we want. And we would probably think we're heading down that path as well, but then there'd be things that were different, and he knew how to mitigate that. I called him probably 100 times a day, just, talking me off the ledge, right? Like,
he could have been our marriage counselor.
Yeah, he could have been. He is a bit of a marriage counselor, and a psychologist, and all of that stuff bundled. No, but he just brings insight to the table. I mean, understanding the valuations of the area, understanding the comps, understanding, what's a good investment, what's not a good investment. Hey, I can see, power lines in the distance or not. Is that a factor? And he helps you weigh all this stuff because this isn't easy. I mean, buying a home is one of the most, stressful things that you can do. We've had 2 kids, and I was more freaked out with the house than I was with the kids. Of course, we did have, and not to say that we didn't have other realtors that were good, but no one came close to Scott. I mean, he was quite honestly, he's the best of the best.
He will sit down and talk to you and find out exactly what you're looking for, and he will help you kind of break down your needs and wants and how to combine them, and then start looking for there. And then, and then also I would tell them to look for Scott, especially if you're first time, like we were, that we knew nothing about the process, and he was very, very good at explaining the process and making us feel at ease. So I would definitely recommend anybody who's not been through it before to go through Scott. 6 months looking for a house, because we're originally not from the area, so we didn't even know the area that we were looking in. We just knew we wanted a good school district. So it was nice that he brought us in and we pretty much looked through. I mean, he kind of gave us a guidelines on these are the good school districts, this is where you want to look. And so, that was so helpful, where we had not gotten anything like that from anyone before. Ended up, we found something that he recommended that wasn't even on the market yet, and we just looked. I guess after 6 months, you would hope he would know us, and he kind of hit it on the nose, because we were looking for something that we can put a little money into, renovate a little bit, make some money off of, and that was exactly what it was. It was
pretty quickly he realized, and we talked about the fact that ultimately it was whatever she wanted was going to happen. So he had to find the nice, the house that will work for both of us. But let's be frank, biasing a little bit towards Michelle. So he picked it up pretty quick, and made some interesting, funny conversations about it in the car, because he'd say, I'm going to show you this house. Now it's in the woods, and I know you're not going to move there, but I just want to make you feel like you're part of this. So we did. We looked at some place, and I said, Michelle, we're buying this place. And she said, no, we're not. No, we're not. And Scott said, no, you're not. So that was Scott's really good advice. It was an amazing investment. So we bought at the very bottom of the market, and within a year we were able to refi away all of our mortgage insurance and get into a nice, comfortable mortgage payment. I can say nothing wrong.